What's up? Teddy back. Tonight we're doing a bumper build. Now, this is it's way above and beyond my Call of Duty, but you know what? It's got to be done, so I have to do it. If you can see, I got the back one roughed out there. I'll zoom in on it so you can see it. Yeah, I'm working on the tailpipes too because I like to multitask sometimes. So, I'm going to kind of go over this step by step with you guys so you guys understand what I did, okay? This bumper right here, this piece, and these here were two front door moldings from a Jeep Cherokee, Grand Cherokee actually. Where I work, insurance companies have replaced the moldings and all that stuff and they throw them away, okay? Now, this here is the very edge of the right door molding, okay? And then the molding actually grows fatter as it goes, so I kind of had to like make this work where I cut them both in half and then super gluing them together in the center and then putting like some metal bonding compound in here because I was going to cut the cove open anyway because all the early Impalas had a cove for the license plate front and rear. Now this here, you'll see a little bondo going on here and the edge and all that, and you're going to say, hey, what am I going to do with that? Now don't be scared because I ain't scared, okay? This is just part of the process. So I got it fit, okay, it's ready to roll, and I got the brackets made for the back, and I fit my tailpipes where I want them to come out at, and I know this looks wide, but it's really not, because when you space these out, for the bubble top, and the Biscaynes only had two taillights in it, okay? Now the Impalas had three. Now where the third taillight rolls in, like about here, that's where the cove started. So I had to do a lot of kind of like drinking and thinking on that one. However, what I'm going to do is, I know this is going to sound really odd, but I'm going to sand these down, I'm going to paint them black, right? And I'm going to clear coat them. And you're saying, why am I going to do that? Because I bought this stuff right here, the Killer Chrome, okay? And this is, if you're familiar with like models and the chrome trees with the models, this is basically what they do with it right here. If you notice it when on the model, when the chrome rubs off with your fingers, okay, it's black underneath, okay? That's why, because what they do is they paint it, they're molded in black plastic, and then they fog the Killer Chrome over it, and then they lightly clear coat the models. So the thing about this is these moldings that I made these bumpers from were actually chrome plated. They have copper and chrome on them, so it has a nice hard base on the thing. And I thought about just fogging the edges and all that stuff, but there's so much work to do to it. I'm just going to kind of like make them all consistent and do them all at once. Now here's the front bumper right here, okay? You can see I got the cove built. Alright, I'll back the camera out here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Now the cove I made out of aluminum. I was going to do the bumpers all out of aluminum, okay? But it was, she's getting too big to cuddle. It's like, so the plastic I weighed out, it was way lighter than the aluminum, and it's way stronger. So if you can see what I did on the back, actually, like, this is actually the back side of the molding right here, right side, and I just kind of like used the metal bonding stuff in there, the 3M metal bonding stuff. This stuff is freaking amazing, guys. I'm telling you, you can do it. Just brought so much light. I've actually seen quarter panels glued on with that stuff, and they've introduced it into the auto body industry to glue roof skins on and like door skins, and then they spot weld them here and there through the glue. And when we MIG weld them on, the glue catches on fire, so you can't really, it like burns it away, so it defeats the purpose. And you got one hell of a fire. But when you glue them on, I've had to cut one off one time, and I was really impressed with the glue because I really wasn't a believer of it when it first came out in the industry way back, probably over 10 years ago. But now it's kind of like a standard, it's a mandatory thing, and like all your Ford trucks that are all aluminum now, all the panels are glued together. So the stuff is freaking amazing. But anyway, like I say, this is the build for tonight, and I'm fitting the rear bumper, which I got it fit. I got the tailpipes fit where I want it, and would I love to hear these things roar? I would, but it's electric, and ain't gonna happen. And I'm not gonna buy one of those cheesy Tamiya sound cards for it either. I'd rather just leave it be until I can put a V8 in it, or because I do have a block and lower end started, but I'm not a machinist by far, believe you guys. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update on, I put the cove in the back, where the license plate goes in the center, and so the next time you see these here, they'll be painted black, and then the killer chrome over them, and they'll be clear coated. So, and one thing I did want to add, I bought the chrome tape, because I got this online. They're like, oh yeah, it bends and it forms any contour. It doesn't. Okay, it was only $1.99, but I've never ever had luck with this stuff. This is chrome tape on the side. It's flat. It looks good, and it works well. However, it looks good here too. It works well. But when you turn these angles, you can see it like flaking. It comes right off because it's a heavy plastic foil, and so I found in my junk box a piece of aluminum um, welding rod that is the same size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to form that to fit this here, so it'll actually be an aluminum molding like they had, and then I'll put it on there and then polish it from there. But the thing is too, this molding here is the same size as the molding that goes over the roof, which I used to tape too, but on the front edge it curled. So up in here, and that right there was like, you know what? It was $1.99, and I could throw it in the hobby bucket. But right here, it all flaked up too, and it won't stay down. And when you put a heat gun to it, it just like turns to like string and just like falls right off the thing. It's unbelievable. It's a freaking shit show. So, anyways, I got the windows in. They roll up and down. Everything's cool there. The vent windows are done. The only thing that I'm lacking right now is bumpers, and so that'll complete the outside of the build, and then I'll go over it with a nice buff one more time just to kind of get my dick snapper fingerprints off of it. And the bumpers, like I say, I'll probably wet sand and buff them too, very gingerly, so they have a nice luster on them. And this side over here, this is the driver's door molding off the Jeep. I just cut the ends off, moved them back, glued them together, and used a metal bonding compound. And then I use a very slight 3M glazing putty on here that's actually catalyzed. And so that's the update for now. And we're kind of coming to the end of the outside. It's been really nice up here lately, so I would love to take this thing out and blow some batteries through it and get some film footage of it. And that right there, it may, you guys can maybe see what's really going on, you know what I'm saying? And how it works and all that stuff. So, and then when I'm totally done with the outside I think I'm gonna do the inside little by little. I got some things coming up here in my life, a little drama that we all have to deal with every day, and so the inside, the interior panels, all that stuff's going to be little by little, and I'll do an update on those builds too for you guys if you want to see how I did it. If you don't, that's cool. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, guys. Any questions, comments? I do want to thank everybody out there I mean, this thing has been a big hit around the world. I've got everybody, like, you know, that are on this thing, and it's, it's like I say, I didn't really do this for me. I was challenged to finish the thing, but I wanted to make sure that I brought out, you know, what I can do, and from what I've seen, from what you guys have showed me, I'm really blown away by it. Totally blown away. And you guys rock out there. We've awoken the demons inside us. So our creativity demons they're coming out now. So, and like I say, I'm really impressed with what I've seen that you guys have sent me, and it's just amazing. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna roll out now and call it a night because it's almost 10 o'clock. So Denny's a little whip. So I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Adios.